Thanksgiving, guys. I hope you're ready for a feast. And my guest of honor tonight, Chefs Michael Simon and Jeffrey Zakarian.
Boom! You're in trouble, buddy.
Is your favorite part of Thanksgiving the actual meal or the midnight snack, the cold turkey sandwich?
I'm in bed by 7:30 on Thanksgiving. I can't keep my eyes open.
Yeah, it's tough. I watched his Thanksgiving special last year. I haven't been invited yet, but I
Yeah, you
watched
didn't
it.
make the cut. There was only 20 of us.
Last time I was there, I did all the work.
You did nothing. All right, so what are you turkeys bringing in here tonight?
Our first contender took down Mr. Zakarian on Iron Chef America. Please welcome Jeff Haskell.
Our next contender might come from a small town, but he has big creds. Chef Nick Raybar.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Jeffrey and Michael have one job to do, and that's to get me beat. But first, you guys have to go through each other. You're gonna have 20 minutes to make an ingredient of my choice, the star of your dish. And that ingredient is acorn squash.
Acorn squash is dense, and to cook it in 20 minutes, I'm like, mind blown.
I love working with acorn squash. It's a perfect star ingredient for Thanksgiving.
Don't forget, these guys will be tasting your dish and deciding which one of you goes up against me in round 2. Thanksgiving in 20 minutes, go.
I'm making a puree with the acorn squash, and I'm gonna serve it with a scallop and a brown butter pomegranate sauce.
I'm making an acorn squash latke with a whole grain mustard aioli.
Squash is delicious, but is this gonna be the star of the plate, right?
We're gonna try to make it the star of the plate.
Good job. Mr. Providence, what are those, latkes?
Yes.
Don't burn them, because you have 4.
Next, my bacon jam. I've got bacon, apricots, honey, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Come on, we got a better rule than that.
I love the flavors of that. Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. 5 minutes. The apricot bacon jam is very good. The unctuous have a lot of flavor, but I'm worried about the latkes being too dense.
I think it's hard for them to cook evenly.
Right.
Jeff's puree is delicious, but I'm a little concerned about Jeff doing scallops. That could easily overwhelm the acorn squash. 3 minutes, oh my God.
So on the plate, I have the acorn squash puree, seared scallop on top, and then I sauce with the guanciale brown butter sauce and the pomegranate seeds.
I think they both look really good. Obviously, very, very good cooks. 1 minute.
So on my plate, I start with the whole grain mustard aioli, top that with the latke, and they're looking perfect. And then I top with the bacon jam. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was able to showcase some different flavors and techniques.
I know I'm delivering a great dish, but I look over at Jeff's dish, it looks a little more refined, so it's any chef's game right now.
All right, guys, Bobby's very confident when it comes to Thanksgiving. So we want to see someone take him down on his favorite holiday.
Jeff, tell us what we have here.
Acorn squash puree with seared sea scallop, guanciale, pomegranate, brown butter.
I was worried about overcooking the scallop, but it's cooked really well. The squash has a finesse to it.
You know, I typically am not a huge fan of pomegranate, but in this case, I think that texturally it added a lot to the dish. I am a sucker for guanciale and brown butter. I think that adds a nice element, but I think it's a touch salty.
But if you asked me what the star of the dish was, it's fighting the squash a bit. So Nick, tell us what you made.
I made a acorn squash latke with whole grain mustard aioli and an apricot bacon jam.
I like what you did with a latke. I think that's very creative. But I would like it a little thinner and crisper. Just get a bit more caramel out of it. And I think that bacon jam with the apricots is a very good idea.
Mine has nice texture and crunch, which shows you like me more, Jeffrey, which I appreciate very much. I did like the bacon jam on top. I think it gave it a sweet, salty note. Really interesting way to handle an ingredient like this. I think it made it the star of the plate, but the aioli added a bitter note to the dish.
So Nick really had great technique, did a really great job, but Jeff's puree, I wouldn't have thought of that. I don't know who's gonna win this.
We could only pick one person to take down Bobby Flay on Thanksgiving. And the chef we chose is Nick.
I have no regrets. I'm happy with my dish. I showcased the flavors that I wanted to showcase.
Good job.
We just think that you went another level into the squash. That edge right there is what we're looking for.
Going against Bobby in this next round, you need that same kind of focus.
Thank you, guys.
Nick, congratulations.
Thank you, Bobby.
Think you're ready to take me down?
I think I'm ready.
What is your signature dish?
As much as I love Thanksgiving dinner, I'm also a big fan of the leftovers. So,
My man.
in the spirit of Thanksgiving, my signature dish is open-faced turkey sandwich.
Ah, that's a tough one.
You cook with big flavors, which I love. If I just do a nice dish, I'm gonna lose. I gotta do a mean dish.
You gotta get me, baby.
Yeah.
Nick, I think the good news is he falls asleep at 7 on Thanksgiving Day, so maybe he'll just pass out.
Good cooking, down he goes.
I'm not doing that.
Jeffrey and I can't judge this round.
Instead, we're gonna bring in 3 food experts.
They're gonna choose the dish they like the best.
45 minutes, let's go. Nick, make sure you taste and make sure there's a textural element on top.
Doing just fine.
I think he needs the crunch.
Something to bust it.
I know the special guests are a little concerned, but I got this, no worries.
Crack a pepper.
I'm not succumbing to the pressure, I'm holding my dish.
4 minutes.
Time to plate. I slather some of the maple ginger butter on top, layer some of the jerk rub turkey on there, the green onion gravy, and then the cranberry mango relish.
It's time to start building this open-faced turkey sandwich. First, I start with the biscuit. Next, I'm grabbing the cream kale. Turkey goes on. Then I'm gonna top it with the white gravy. And last but not least, to garnish, I have some celery leaves. And I'm gonna pour on a little bit of that cranberry butter right around the outside. Thanks, everybody.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good job. I think that Nick's looks really good. It's gravy, biscuits, turkey, and all the other things that go for Thanksgiving.
I'm looking at my dish, and it's a little more traditional than what I see going on over in Bobby's camp, but I like that about it.
Congratulations, Nick and Bobby, an amazing job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's meet the judges. First, we have the president of the James Beard Foundation, Susan Ungaro. Next up, the owner and executive chef at Delicatessen, Chef Michael Ferraro. And the chef owner of Birds and Bubbles, Sarah Simmons.
So judges, as you know, this is a blind taste test. So if you could please dig into the first open-faced turkey sandwich in front of you.
I like the use of kale. I think it is surprisingly light on the heavy dish. As a Southerner, I appreciate anything that's served on a biscuit.
This white gravy is really delicious. What I'm missing is cranberry. This glaze doesn't deliver the hit that I'm looking for.
A little bit of texture would have been really nice, but turkey at Thanksgiving time is the moistness, and I think the chef here got that.
Okay, judges, if you guys could switch your plates and taste the next dish.
What was definitely in this dish that wasn't in the first is that texture, and I got that with the outside of the brioche. The turkey, because of the technique of pan-searing it, it's a little bit more dry than the first one.
The cranberry and mango relish is so bright and so delicious and really gives you that feeling of Thanksgiving. What I'm missing here is the stuffing. I just really want that layer of old second-day stuffing.
I love the brown gravy. I think Thanksgiving isn't Thanksgiving without gravy. There is a lot to be said about trying something new on an old classic.
All right, judges, it's that time. You guys have to pick a winner.
Nick went classic turkey. They kind of beat up a little bit on the cranberries. They actually like my mango and cranberries, but they beat me up on the turkey, so it's sort of up in the air at this point.
Judges have voted.
And the winner is Bobby Flay.
It was a really hard choice in many ways. Clearly, Bobby, this is a dish James Beard would have loved.
Today, I was very proud of the dish I put forward. Bobby got me by that much. Looks like the best chef won today, but you have not seen the last of me.
Great job, Nick.